have a drink. Greetings, gods and goddesses. Welcome back to Hades. The reason we're playing this, actually, like I mentioned that my friend, the TMNT connection, they, um, what have you. But the other thing that came up during the course of that conversation was that they missed my God of War videos, and you don't know how much it tickles me when somebody, like has some awareness of my videos. So here's the second place, right?
Just a few rides across the Phlegathon and up we go.
Let's go ahead and get my thumbnail on for this one. Oh, there we go. I had let God of War go because there was well, number one, it's a violent game, and violent games don't do well. Like, not that I don't have a problem playing. So that's the situation, right? I didn't think anybody was watching because the numbers were kind of milk toast, and I was just like, well, it's a violent game, so something's got to go. And I wanted to play Sons of the Forest. God of War, fun as it is, I've already played several God of War games. I've never played a Forest game, so I kind of wanted to see what that world was like. And it seemed more like it was going to get the numbers, the views, or whatever. Plus, I read a poll, a lot of stuff. I had my reasons. Don't judge me. Point is, then I went out with my friend, and they were like, hey, what's up with the God of War recordings? And I was like, that's flipping crazy, for starters, but let me get on it. Anyway, one of the God of War issues, and it's, light issue, but the game is huge, right? Like, it's really big. Not that this game isn't big, and not that a ton of other games aren't big, but, God of War is inordinately huge. It's probably like 40, 50, 60 hours. So those recordings are always... So this is like Treasure, which is for the collection, but this is for Soul, which is for me. I always do those recordings an hour, and I'm tired. I don't have an hour of video gaming in me. I actually didn't want to play anything. I was just going to play or work on Shelter because oh god, like I said, it's the second you get comfortable, man. There's you get to a room you haven't seen in a while, an enemy that just like blows your brain a little bit, and it's just like the game gets real hard, even though you were just having a real basic milk test time just a minute ago. Alright, so when they're glowing yellow like that, if you're not picking it up, oh god, like that one right there that I'm hitting, it's armored, which means that it doesn't recoil when I hit it. But once you break the armor, they're pretty much putty in your hands. But of course, once you get a couple levels, once you get a little bit far in the game, everything is armored always before you can hurt it. So it just becomes a standard part of combat. All right, so Karen, I mean, I'm a little bit wounded, so maybe I should go buy some stuff because the Hydra is going to do a bunch of damage. All right, so burger and fries. Restore some health. What's up, Karen?
Well, look at you, Karen, mate. You're looking well. Something's different about you. Can't quite put my finger on it. Have you done something with your hair?
I keep putting down the wrong chuck to do this.
I knew it.
His relationship with some of the some of the characters is pretty interesting. I mean, again, the writing is incredible in this game. The reason I'm not playing it, the reason I'm probably going to stop after tonight, unless you guys really want to see more of this specific game, or I just get a ton of time on my hands or something, is just, it's too hard. And I don't want to necessarily, like, sit here and rage at this game when I could be succeeding in other games. Especially the sequel, like I'd certainly like to give the sequel to this. Ugh, I hate it so much. Right, some more lovely armored enemies, after enemies that definitely landed in a drink. I'm out of cast. You guys.
That's what you get.
Okay, finally. That's what I mean, right? Like when there's a crowd of them, it doesn't matter if like the one you want isn't armored. You're never gonna.
So you probably got yourself thinking, Hermes sure is quick. So how come it took so long for him to show up in the first place? Well, I'm afraid that's not for you to know. But it's not because I was late. Not late for anything.
Each time, hold cast to fire an interesting. Oh, that's another ability. Move faster would be nice. Let's go move faster. Right, Hermes, great, looking good. Like I do want to, but I think what's probably going to happen is one day I'm just like when I finally start playing the sequel, I'm just going to watch a lore video or something and get caught up because again, like I'm going to succeed and that's great, but it is events are going to blow my back out, and hopefully it doesn't do it until I like maybe what I'll do is I'll record. Yeah, like maybe what I'll do is we'll just run it until I die, right? Oh my god. Sam, press the button. I'm in the fire. You guys. Stop it! Stop it! Are you dead? You're still not dead. Oh my god, they're shooting purple again. I'm in the fire! I'm in the fire! Oh my god. My health points are like unacceptable in this dungeon. Oh my god. That's what I mean. You're doing great. You're doing absolutely great. And then you get in one ridiculous room and you lose so much health.
Let's see. You blundered headlong into danger for the past 6 chambers or more, and you made such a racket I could almost hear it from Olympus. I have to say your hunting skills are rather unconventional.
Attack is stronger with critical. Special is stronger with critical. Any chance? I want that. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Artemis. That's a palm of power, and I think those are just like always good. But there was nothing else in here to look at, right? But that's the point. You're supposed to go through. You're supposed to die. You're supposed to feel pain, and then like you get a little bit of boost on the next time you go back, and you're like, oh sweet, I want to go back. There's so much in me anymore. Back in the day, I could play games like this for a really long time. Now, if I'm not like really enjoying the gameplay loop, it is hard for me to die like forever and ever and ever. Which is why I don't play a lot of Souls-like games. The whole Souls family of games. I kind of quit those because they're just hard. They're not fun. It's just hard. Like I don't find hard fun. I find accomplishment fun. I find unlocking, like story fun. I like interesting gameplay. I find that fun. But if it's just like bad gameplay, like if the controls are bad and the game is bad just to make it harder, that's like not fun. It's the opposite of fun. And what I find with the Elden Ring series, not Elden Ring, but the Soul series of games, of which Elden Ring is basically the 4th or 5th of those now. Death Defied, right? So by using that, like that saves me from dying one time on death, and I think I only have one of those. I think you do eventually get the ability to stack a couple of those on your way through, but several times near where you started. Any damage has a health to be critical, but
Powered up.
you played a rogue like Diablo, something of this nature. You understand the concept. It's not too far gone. Anyways, right, we're gonna get a burnt was the palm. But I want the burger and fries.
Hit the spot.
So you got a thing over his head? Nope. Here we go. back in. See, this is it, right? Like I'm not excited to go to the next chamber and just keep on mashing and dodging and mashing.
You touch me, and I shall have your head.
Right? Like Zag talks a good game a lot for a good reason. You know, he's quite powerful, but at the same time. You see how much work I have to do just to survive these attacks? Right, I gotta recollect my magic after I shoot it at him, and then this whole phase coming up where he... I mean, I get it, you know, from a Mega Man standpoint. There's definitely an optimal way to do this, right? Like, I could spend enough time analyzing the fight, analyzing my abilities, and be like, alright, this is how... the best way to beat the Hydra without, you know, taking damage, or the best way to deal with, you know, and then I would have to go through and I'd be like, alright, so let's make sure we get the Artemis power-ups, and let's make sure we get the this god power-ups, and blah, 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 but that isn't enough, I guess, to engage me to want to keep playing the game. You know, like, I feel like there are games that more reward you on the average playthrough. Like, not that this game isn't fun, isn't full of good stuff, but it's just like... The reward for getting your butt kicked in this game is you get to get your butt kicked again. Like, I'm pretty sure even when you beat it, you know, you never feel like, you know, you're an unstoppable badass. Now, I might be speaking out of turn. You might eventually unlock some abilities and just make Zag, like, just unstoppable in hell, but... That's the kind of situation that makes me question, like, well, how long am I supposed to play before I master the game? And, you know, like, what is the definition of master here? Is it just being able to beat it, or is it, like, some insane level of accomplishment? Because, you know, certainly there are games that are like, you only need to go so far to beat it. But if what you want to do is, you know, like, become ultimate powerful, then there's these secret bosses, and there's this, and there's that. Anyway, again, I'm just not a big enough fan of Diablo, not a big enough fan of dungeon crawlers to want to be able to mash the Y and the X button this much for the privilege of having Hades himself trash talk me every couple of minutes. Right, like, these things are stupid and shielded. Oh God, like, I hope you're paying attention, because the big one's shooting at you too. Right, don't get too close. One down, right, and that's right, still spitting stuff at you. You paying attention? I hope you're paying attention. I didn't go get my cast. My casts are all the way over there. Oh no, I got it. I'm in the fire, I'm in the fire. Why are you in the fire? It takes so long to land. What are you doing down here? Ridiculous Skelly. You Skelly? Oh no, you're bad guys. You're just hanging out. It's great. I probably never even noticed you guys. Hey, throw it. Throw it. Throw it. Okay. I meant to throw it at the skeletons. Okay, there's fire over there. Right, every time that life bar gets bigger. Can I get both? I got both. But again, they did everything they could to make it an enjoyable experience. You know, like, as far as games where you die a lot go, this is definitely one of the nicest ones as far as the aesthetics and the, you know, like, you're gonna die, but, you know, there's far less entertaining ways to die, far less amusing, far less, like, fair, really. This game never really doesn't seem, you know, like you're gonna get there. That's kind of the fairness, where fairness comes into the genre of the roguelike, you know, game. It's like, well, do I ever feel like I'm gonna actually accomplish this, or am I always gonna be just getting beat up by this insane game world and everybody that's involved? Anyway. For me, at least, it doesn't strike the balance. But maybe the Ninja Turtles one, like, maybe number one, maybe Hades 2 does it better, right? Got it, jeez. Whew.
Any more heads you'd like chopped off? No?
Oh. And I got a diamond. Oh, it's another bounty. I don't remember what the bounties are. I don't remember how to check them, but it's just more stuff that's in Hades. More stuff you got to check while you're back there. All right, so I don't think I still have that ability that restores my health, do I? So I'm definitely boned, right? But this is free health for being such a killing machine, and this is free, or at least an opportunity to buy some more health. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, it only lasts for a couple chambers. It's temporary. That's 70. I can't afford that. I need that more than I need treasure. I mean, if I'm going to survive, right? I'm recording this. You can use it. You can sell back things that aren't working, but I love all my things. Sometimes there's little things that, like things you can inspect to get little lord nuggets.
Onward then. Cheers.
All right. So this is the third and final area that I've reached in this playthrough. I think I did make it to the fourth place.
Just need to storm my way through that eternal paradise.
Don't hit that button. All right, we'll see which one I use. I think I have made it through this area before, just like not this playthrough. Because at the end of this one, you have to fight two enemies. Like the boss is two big, ridiculous enemies, and it's not so much that there's two. There's tons of enemies, tons of rooms where you have to fight multiple targets. The issue is that they both have ridiculously long health bars, so it's just like you spend so long dodging both of them that when you finally kill one of them, you know, it's just like a matter of time before one of them gets you with a spear or something ridiculous, and that's the end of your fight. Anyway, we're recording it now, so I guess that's what we're doing. At least until the corned beef is ready. Oh god, that's the thing, right? You know, is this gonna kill all the flies? I hope so. No, it just spawns more flies. Come on, kill it. Like I said, fun new enemy types in every area. Fun new, you know, just like things to experience, and obviously you get, you know, your goal is to, what is this one? That's super powered, but that's nectar, and nectar is just for making other, I think it's ambrosia, not nectar. It's the same thing. Okay. Right, so traps. Anyway, these guys here are the worst, because even after you kill them, like their souls pop out. And if you don't kill the souls, then they just literally regenerate with full health. It's so exhausting. I'm just eating trap damage. Like I said, if you want to put a lot of thought into it, if you want to work really hard, you can utilize the traps, you can optimize your weapons, you can figure out which loadouts, you know, like which playthrough. And this game is dirt cheap now, so if you're just looking for something to do, you know, like you have nothing else to do and you want to just like grind, hey, go to town. I just, you know, like this, but if you have a PC or a Steam Deck or something along those lines to play for starters, definitely looking at Hades 2. Because I hear not only is it gold, but it runs great on the Steam Deck, which means it runs great on pretty much any PC. But there's also, God. Right, he's blocking. I gotta get out of there. Alright. Take my games. The story's good too. It's actually really fun to see how the story unfolds. It's not very cut and dry. You know, like in the beginning, it's just like Zag's trying to escape hell. Here we go, but by the end of it, you learn a lot about all these characters and what their motivations are, and even a lot of it, you know, like I didn't know a ton about mythology going into this. That's not true. I knew a ton about mythology. This game actually illuminated a lot of things that I only had like a very...
You have met the champion, the king.
Yeah, the bull.
Let us see if you are fit to face him once again.
You mean face both of you together, which doesn't seem particularly fair.
Life isn't particularly fair, short one, nor death. I'd have expected you to know as much. But here, have your fair fight.
Oh, snap. I didn't think I was gonna get my wish. I wish I'd saved my Death Defied. So maybe the only first time to, you know, like again, I know I've been farther than this. So my thinking is that maybe the first time you have to fight these clients, you have to fight them twice, and then, you know, by the vicissitude, like the way this game works. From that point on, you only have to fight the bull, which is probably how I got past this in the previous time, and I just didn't. Oh, God. Oh, God. You know, because I've seen achievement, like runs, you know, for the game on YouTube, and, you know, one of the things people do is beat the bull and what's his name. But I did not realize that it would have been an optional, like it was, you know, it's an opportunity type of situation, and after that, you do get to just fight the bull, in which case, I could actually probably do it. I mean, this is a bad run, right? Like, I'm clobbered here, but... Like, look at his health bar, man. And I just gotta keep dancing. How far away did he get me? Oh, man. Anyway. Das Hades.
Ugh, blasted ghost minotaur.
Indeed. So.
I'm up. Wow, I can't believe you took on the Minotaur. No way! No wonder you're back here. Everyone knows that he's unstoppable, especially me. Hey, next you run into him, could you get his autograph for me?
No.
No.
You.
Hey, the dog. There we go.
How's
Talk to the
everything
dog.
been going lately, boy? What's the good word?
The Underworld Prince's casual inquiry serves but to frustrate the Infernal Hound, as none of his three heads possess the gift and curse of speech.
Not everybody knows exactly how to give you pets and live to tell of it, right, boy?
Tell me something, boy. Did you enjoy the searing heat of Asphodel? You must have thought that you'd be more resilient to it.
I'm open to a change of climate, even if it gets a bit uncomfortable.
You know nothing of discomfort yet. Making it out of Tartarus is nothing in comparison to what lies ahead for you.
Looking forward to it.
Anyway. That's Hades, and I'm not about to run into for another 5 minutes, so someone just had to be a shorty. Shoutouts to you for watching. If you'd like more Hades, you know, like if you're dying for it, I'll come back to this, but if you're not dying for it, then maybe in the future there will be some Hades 2 footage. If you want to see that TMNT game, let me know. I'll try it if I can find it, if it's cheap. Anyway, shoutouts to you for watching. Flippity floppity flip.